Welcome back. Got a 2001 Toyota Corolla, 1ZZ 1.8. Current codes: Classic P0171, Lean Bank 1. 139,600, so we'll call it 140. Freeze frame real quick. Everyone watching this has any experience, probably thinks it's the MAF. Usually it is. Usually it's a dirty MAF. Snap throttle, loaded or whatever. Your voltage should go above 4 volts. Usually it's elevated at idle, and then it doesn't go above 4 volts when you load it. So we shall see. So it happened at 1875 RPM. Short term was 19.5%, 195 coolant temp, and yeah, long term 26, 27 miles per hour, 50% load. That pretty much says MAF right there. If I got 18, depending on throttle position, which it's not really giving me, 1900 at 27, I might be cruising. Might not be loading the engine. So let's go drive it. Start it up right now. Let it warm up. So for 171 data, custom data list, all my check marks go away. So I want RPM, throttle, airflow, grams per second, MAF, short term, long term, O2, total trim, why not, and specifically engine load. I want above 86%. Short term is 0. Look at my O2. O2 is 190 to 335 at idle. That is not good. My airflow is 1.9. It's not bad. We got a lazy O2. Hold some throttle. $450 just. Might have a bad O2. That thing ain't switching. Got $2,000. That thing should be switching. Rich lean, rich lean, rich lean. Short term is doing something. 0, 3.9, 0, negative 1.5. So it's like zeroed out with a 15% long term. Short term's going up. 19 with my O2 going down. Look at that. Look at my O2. We have a dead O2. Dying. 340. I'm just holding that $2,000. Look at our O2. 270. 245. So let's say you're on the freeway cruising. That's what's happening. O2's dying. We got good airflow. As long as we got good fuel pressure and injection. Toyota 1.8 grams per second. MAF looks good. That O2 is dead as the door now. Bye, baby. I want to load it. If there's a good oxygen sensor with good fuel pressure, I'm going to see above 800 millivolt, and I want to see above 86% load. Oh yeah, she's got power for a 1.8. Oh yeah, she got power. She's got fuel pressure. Well, my O2 went 0. Max load 81%. Full throttle 79% load. It's not great. It's not bad though. It's a calculated load. I bet she was looking at O2 as well. I don't see no high millivoltage on that O2 sensor. Wide open throttle. Wide open. Still wide open. Going wide, cut in. And let off. 77% load. And I should have been 800 millivolt. Especially when you full throttle it, just dumps the fuel, it ignores the O2s. And yeah, I did not have, I got 495 max. I did not have 800. And this is actually the first table I got. I didn't go high RPM, but this was just cruising. No reds, but all marginal.
Bank 1 fuel trim. Correction marginal. Bank 1 fuel trim. Correction problem.
Look at the rear O2. I forgot that like a dum-dum. O2 is 190. It went down to 70. The rear O2 was fixed rich. The rear O2 was fixed rich. Now here's where I really want to see it fixed rich. Yeah, 865 on the rear, 860. 120, 115 on the front. $190 max. There we go. That's what I want to see. And I'm gonna go home, smoke this with my new red line smoke machine, Total Tech. And then replace that O2 sensor. So taking a closer look at this thing, we got a little oil leakage here at the valve cover, and it's been leaking for a long time. So we got grease everywhere built up. Nice grease dirt coating at the O2. Look at what we see. It's oil soaked. Sensor right here. Throw a back probe in that, why not? 2 in the O2, and then fuel pressure. Right here, we get it. We're right there. Bank 1, sensor 1. You got the heater and power. The power powers the heater, and then this is ground control for the computer. We have a ground and oxygen sensor. This is the oxygen sensor circuit. Oxygen sensor has a ground, and then it creates voltage on OX, the white wire. So I hit it with brake clean, cleaned it up. White and brown wire, math, and fuel pressure. So that's what probing the O2 sensor looks like. White on the blue, brown on the red. So we got it set to range 2 for fuel pressure, math back probed. So I just want O2. So look, now our O2 is switching. Should be below 200 and above 800. We're switching okay now, but we're biased lean. Look at that. And it's dropping to 0. Should never drop to 0. And then we're now, look, we're stuck at 450 or so. 430, 440. Right there. Failed oxygen sensor. Hey, look at that. Just max of the hash is 140 millivolt. 40 millivolt. Full lean, 25 millivolts, 30 millivolts. And it's not truthful, because if it was that lean with everything else good fuel pressure, but it's actually that lean, like clogged injectors, we wouldn't be running this good, at least. I have enough evidence to call the oxygen sensor. Good ground on the red. Shitty signal on the blue. So here's my 99 4Runner at the same era as that Corolla. Look at my O2 switching below 200, above 800, 765, not really, but it's damn near close. The point is that it's going above and below 450. So you could even almost say below 300 and above 700 is the spec, which it's doing. And my fuel trims are great. Give some high RPM. Should switch faster, which it doesn't look like it's doing right here. But custom data list, O2 only. So we're back to idle. Give it RPM. Should switch faster. It's definitely got a higher rich bias when you're on the throttle. I got 830 out of it. 800. 175, boom, good sensor. So that's what that Corolla sensor will look like once we replace it. Look like oil got ingress, however you say it, and contaminated it, shorting it out to ground. Now, one thing I'll point out, on my test drive, it didn't go this low, but on right here, it's a little lower, 5 millivolt, and test driver was 10, I believe. But the point of this is it never went to completely 0. There's always some sort of activity. When you see 0, you got a complete lean action, like drivability, not gonna run right, or dead O2 that's lying to you. That Corolla runs great, so O2's lying. Here we go. Ooh, you hear that pressure? Also, where I hear pressure is PCV and smoke. I like it. PCV system sealed. Valve cover's been leaking a long time, but it's sealing vacuum. That's all I care about for this problem. Oh, look at the pressure gauge too. I'll pull the dipstick out, dipstick in. Now I can use a pressure gauge. The one at the shop for 6 years I don't think worked. 10 inches of pressure, 10 inches of water pressure. I'm happy. That's a sealed intake system. Oh yeah. Do the exhaust real quick. And for the intake, of course I'm using my easy intake from Redline Smoke Detection. Get yourself one. You need it, trust me. Got my jump and carry. I love this thing. You need one of these too, trust me. And you definitely need one of these too, trust me. So here's the exhaust. I like it. I like it a lot. Pull it out. Hold it. That's the pressure it creates when I hold it. Put it in the exhaust. Go one more time, let it off. Put in the exhaust. That's a sealed exhaust system to me. Here's the old sensor. Pretty white on the tip, but pretty rich on the outside of it. And oil contaminated. Probably what killed it. New Denso, baby. Only way to roll. Let's do it. So this is the data we got before. O2 signal, O2 ground, mass signal, fuel pressure. I don't have fuel pressure on there anymore, don't need it. Codes. Current. Nothing. So I want this to be switching. It's gonna warm up and switch. Warming up. Look at the blue rising. It didn't go very high. It's still going though. Look at the fuel trim already going negative. Five. Hit 620. It'll go. Look at our fuel trim dropping. -4. Idle. Look at it on here. I like it. Look at that O2. Woo! 0 to 1 volt pretty much. See if we can clean it up. There we go. Red. So our blue, our O2 signal, right there went fully lean, 32 millivolt. But if we raise that to where it was switching about, right there, we got 132 to 796. I like it. It's not very clean, but it'll go, hopefully. This is going to be at idle. Hold. So right there is going to be clean data versus that. Check this out. Look at that. Beautiful compared to that. So that's why we trust front door data compared to back door data. Same scaling, same everything. Blue was a flat line. I should have had red at 5 volts. That was a dumb move, but I did have blue at 5 volts. So I'm just gonna hit play, start recording, and you can see switching now. It's a little fast, so I'll slow it down. It's a little fast, so I'll slow it down. And then 5 volts on 1, and there we go. And drive. We're at 11 at idle.
Bank 1 fuel trim. Correction good.
Whoa. There we go. I think it's fuel cells relearning. Whoa. That's not good.
Bank 1 fuel trim. Correction marginal.
What the? Hey, that's scaring the shit. How could that not fix it? That's not
Bank
good.
1 fuel trim. Correction problem.
What?
Bank 1 fuel trim. Correction good.
This doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. O2 was dead before. Long term 14. That's pretty up there. But that's the max is going. Before it was hitting 25. 20 to 25. So we got both oxygen sensor monitors complete, but not the cat. So pretty sure we're set on the lean codes. Comprehensive monitor, fuel system monitor all run immediately. So we should be set. He should be able to pass smog, go drive it on the freeway, pass that cat. Back to the Corolla, the cat monitor still does not run. Come on, man. So this is what we got. Good down low, good up high, but in the middle it's not good. When you're driving, it's mostly this 5, 14, 17, 13 row. Anytime you step on it, you get 18 to, wow, 31 again.
Bank 1 fuel trim. Correction problem.
Dude, alright. Off. But then it gets good up high, which is weird. That doesn't make any sense. If it was injector, I think it's injector, so I gotta do more testing on that specifically. But O2's not dead, and I believe these fuel trims are way better now. I'll look again, I forget. But if it was, Bernie just came out with a video where it was injectors and it's red all the way. So why can't it be red all the way for me?